And hello dear friends, welcome back once again to our channel Vagi Academy of Mathematics, and here this session we are about to solve the questions from the year 2014 June's question paper UGC-NET Paper 1 from Arithmetic and Reasoning part. Yeah, we start with the questions. Yes, question number 1, a very basic question. It is from numbers. So let's see what is there in this question. Given in a post office stamps of 3 different denominations. So there are 3 different denominations in which stamps are available of 7 rupees, 8 rupees, and then 10 rupees. These are all available. Only 3 different denominations are available. And it is asked for us to find the exact amount for which one cannot buy the stamps is how much. So for how much rupees, the exact amount they are given in the they are given the options in terms of rupees they are given. So for what exact amount, carefully see the question they're asking, which of the following amounts which one cannot buy. Okay, they're asking cannot buy. The word cannot is really important. They're not asking for what amount they can buy the stamps. They're asking for what amount they cannot buy stamps. This is the question. So a very simple question. And we must know that there are only 3 denominations available. They are 7 rupees, 8 rupees, and 10 rupees. And let's just check with the options itself for which amount we cannot buy the exact stamps. Yeah, here we go. It's very easy for us to get the answer. Just an arithmetic play with numbers itself will help us to get the answer very easily. Let's see how this can be done. See here, we have to strongly remember that we have only 3 stamps available. I mean, 3 denominations are available. One is 7 rupees, the other 8 rupees, and the other one 10 rupees. There are only 3 different denominations available. And also, we can buy any number of stamps from each of these denominations. That is up to our choice. But the only thing we have to find is for which amount we will not be able to buy the stamps. For which exact amount. That is, for some particular amount here, we will not be able to buy the stamps. What amount is that? That is what we have to find. Okay, let's start from a very easy option. See option B here. Just for an example, let me take option B. Option B says it is 20. Okay, for example, if we take 20, see here we have 10 rupees stamps here. Is it or not? We can definitely buy 2 10 rupees stamps. So that 10 plus 10, the amount will be 20. So that means it is possible for us to buy stamps for 20 rupees. That means option B is not our correct answer. I think you're able to understand. See here, they're asking for which amount we cannot buy. Actually, we can surely buy 2 10 rupees stamps for an amount of rupees 20. That means we can buy for 20. That's the reason we are eliminating option B. Same way, we'll have to test the other options also. So what happens is we'll be able to eliminate 3 options like this, and there will be only one option left over, and that becomes our final answer. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Let's think about option C. Okay. Yeah, option C. So we have 23 here. So how the way we can buy stamps for rupees 23? So we have 10 plus 10 we have. Just go for a lesser amount, 8 rupees. Okay. So we'll take 8 rupees plus 8 rupees. So we are buying 2 8 rupees stamps. So 8 plus 8 will give us 16. Yeah, we just go for one more 7 rupees stamps. 7 rupees stamps. So 8 plus 8 plus 7. 16 plus 7 will give us 23. That means if we buy 8 rupees, 8 rupees, 7 rupees. I mean, 3 stamps if we buy. That is 8 rupees, 2 categories, and 7 rupee one. I mean, 8 rupees category, we buy 2 stamps, and 7 rupees, we buy only 1 stamp. So 3 stamps if we buy this way, we'll be able to get an amount of 23. So that means 23 is also not possible. So this is the way we have to think and eliminate the answer choices. Okay. And yeah, we have 29 also. Let's just think about this 29. What can be done? So 29. So here again, just think about buying 29 10 rupees stamps. So 10 rupees we can go up to 10 plus 10, but 10 plus 10 will give us 20, and we will have 9 rupees more for which we don't have denominations. So we cannot go by 10 plus 10. So go by 8 plus 8. So 8 plus 8, we can go for 8, 8, 8, 24. So plus 5 we'll be having. That is also not possible. Then go for 7 rupees. We'll just take 7 rupees stamps. Okay. So 7 rupees, we will think 7, 7, 7. We can get 7, 7, 7. I think 7 plus 7 plus 7. We can go this way. So if we go like this, we'll be getting 21 so far. And plus one more 8 rupees stamp will just give 29. So that means 29 is also not possible, confirming that option A is our answer to this question. See here, this option A, which is 19, for 19 rupees is what we'll not be able to buy stamps. You can try any possible combination here, like 7, 8. 7 plus 8, one 7 rupees stamp, one 8 rupees stamp will give us only 15 rupees. So it is not working. We can go like 8 plus 10, that will be only 18. We can go 7 plus 10, that will give only 17. Or we can go 8 plus 8, that will give only 16. 10 plus 10 is 20. 7 plus 7 is 14. So any possible way with these stamps, we are not able to get 19 as our exact amount. So that means option A, 19 is going to be the answer for this question. Not a very big calculation, no usage of any formulas at all. Just a basic sense, a basic arithmetic calculation with numbers itself is helping us to get the answer. Right? Yeah. Moving to the next question. Question number 2. Yeah, we have a reasoning question. Question number 2. And this question is based on directions. Directions, right? So whenever we play questions or we have questions based on directions, one basic thing we must be knowing about this direction, and there's one important formula which is to be known. Okay, let's just see one small basic of this directions. Okay, whenever we play with direction questions, we should be strong with the directions. Okay, by default we always point this upside as north. Whenever we take any map, this is the way we represent that map, right? Like we take India's map, or we take any country or any states, any cities map we take, this is how we have, right? The north will be facing upwards. And what about the other directions? Other directions we can easily predict. This right hand side will be east, and this will be west, and the bottom one, this would be south. Yeah, right. So these are going to be the 4 directions. This is the way we represent in default any map, right? So the same way only we represent this. Okay, and when it comes to calculation, we must know one thing about right angle triangle. Okay, so let's see what is a right angle triangle. So I'll roughly draw a triangle here and show you. Okay, whenever we have a right angle triangle, because this concept of right angle triangle is very much important when we play with this directions questions. That's the reason I'm insisting here. I'm just giving you the formula also here. Let's see some basic about this right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is something like when we have a strict right angle. I mean, we have this degree measured to be 90 degrees. Okay, let us not go very much deeper in math. So whenever have this kind of right angle triangle, and if we come to know any two sides, okay, like if we just have this side to be some A, and if we have this side to be B, and if we have this side to be C, actually the C would be the longest side of this triangle. Okay, so the C is the longest side. They call this as hypotenuse. In mathematics, they call this as hypotenuse. So there's a relation between these 3 sides of this right angle triangle. That relation is what is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem would give the relation between the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. It says that longest side, I mean the hypotenuse, the square of that longest side, I mean the C square, is always equal to the sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. I mean A square plus B square, because whenever we have situations in order to find some unknown sides of a right angle triangle, we always go for this Pythagoras theorem. Okay, you need not even remember it as Pythagoras theorem. You can just remember this as a formula rule. Okay, so always this longest side, C square, will be equal to A square plus B square. So your triangle can even be like this. Okay, it can even be like this. So your triangle can even be like this. Just for an example, I'm just taking like this. So even if our triangle is something like this also, here also we can apply the same formula. But what happens is, here in this situation, we will have the 2 sides A and B to be here, and our longest side will be here, C. Now again the same formula is applicable. Okay, c square is equal to a square plus b square. Okay, and then we can even have a triangle like this, maybe like this. Okay, like this also we can have a triangle. So here a, here b, and automatically c comes here, because always that c will be the longest side. Okay, so always assign that c to be the longest side, only then we will be able to apply this Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so no matter in what way a triangle is present, always have that longest side to be the hypotenuse, I mean the c value. Okay, then it will help us to use the formula easily in order to get the answer. Fine. Yeah, let me just clear these things, because the only thing we need is the formula. That's the thing. Yeah, fine. So as I told, just remember these two things, they are really important. One is pointing the directions and the other one is usage of this formula. Okay, these two things are basically important for us to solve any directions question. That's the reason. So now let us come to the question. A man started walking from his house towards south. Remember, just say, let us just take this point to be the point from the point from where the man is starting. Okay, so from here the man is going to start, is going to travel towards south. It is given like this. Okay, so I think the way I'm drawing is not straight, so let me use the tools here. Yeah, we can use the arrow mark. Okay, so even usage of arrow mark would be very much better. Why? Because it will determine the direction. Okay, so yes, yeah, fine. So let us have the point from where he is starting is going to be the starting point. Okay, yes, yeah, again back to, so it is given to be a man is going to start from this point, and he's going to travel towards south. Okay, and let's continue. After walking for 6 kilometers, he is turning to his left and walked 5 kilometers. Okay, let's just have them as pieces. Let's see them step by step. Okay, carefully we have to analyze this. So initially that man is walking towards south. He is walking for how many kilometers? 6 kilometers. Kindly remember in what direction he is facing now. He is facing like this, facing south. Okay, and then he is turning to his left side. Carefully just analyze in what direction he will travel now. See, he's facing this southwards direction, right? He's facing towards the south, and by facing south, he is going to turn left hand side. Okay, just when we see the screen, for us it appears left hand side to be like this. Okay, because in our left hand side we have like this, but for the person who is coming here like this, facing this direction, for that person his left hand side would be like this. Is it or not? Maybe for us it is looking like right, but for the person who is traveling here towards the south direction, for that person, south, I mean the left hand side will be like this. So that means he will be traveling from here. Okay, from here to furthermore distance he is traveling. So let's see how much distance he is traveling. Okay, yeah, so how much distance he is traveling, how he is walking for 5 kilometers. It is given to be 5 kilometers. Okay, let's note that he is walking 5 kilometers. I'll just write that 5 here. Okay, yeah, 5. He is walking 5 kilometers to the left. Okay, and then he walked further 3 kilometers after turning left. So once again he is going to turn left and walk 3 kilometers. This is what is given. Okay, so from this point he is going to turn once again to the left hand side and he is going to walk 3 kilometers. So let's carefully build our diagrams. The route he is tracing. Okay, from this point once again he is turning to the left side. So from this point left side would be like this. Is it or not? Yeah, fine. So he is just walking for how many kilometers? 3 kilometers. He is walking 3 kilometers. Okay, maybe the way it is drawn is not looking exactly like this. I'll just redraw it. Yeah, from here he is traveling for how many kilometers? 3 kilometers. Yeah, yes, now it is looking good. Fine, he is traveling for 3 kilometers. So let's name it. And now once again what happens is he then turn left. Once again he is going to turn left, and he continued walking for 9 kilometers. Yeah. So once again, he's going to turn left and he's going to walk. So that means from this point, he's going to turn left hand side. Left hand side will be like this 9 kilometers, but he's going to walk for 9 kilometers. 9 kilometers will be little stretched away. Yeah, maybe here. Yeah, fine. So now once again, this entire distance what he has now walked is going to be how much? 9 kilometers. I mean, this distance would be 9 kilometers. This would be 9. This would be 9 kilometers. So we'll just start from the beginning. That person start from this point is going to walk like this 6 kilometers and then turn left 5 kilometers and then turn left 3 kilometers and then once again turn left 9 kilometers. Now he is here. This is his destination. Now, how far is he away from his house? This is our question. So that means from the point where he started till this destination, I mean this distance. This distance would be how much? This is our question. Okay. Now let us just carefully analyze it. Okay. Yeah, fine. Now all we know is we know that this entire distance is 6 kilometers because that is how we started. It is 6. And with the 6, if you reduce this 3, okay, I mean this entire 6, if I just minus this 3 kilometers, we will have this beginning part. I mean this one part alone to be 3 kilometers. Let's just put the 3 here. Let me repeat how this 3 comes once again. See here, I know this entire distance. I mean from this point to this point. This entire distance is what is, I know it is to be 6. Correct? I know this is 6. But I just subtract this distance. This distance is already 3 here. See here, it is 3. The parallel thing, what we have is the same 3. Okay. So 6 minus 3 would give us this measure to be 3. Yeah. Let's have this vertical measure. We have found this vertical measure to be 3. This is okay. And once again, what we will do is, we know that this entire distance is 9, right? This entire thing is 9. And also from 9, if I just subtract this 5, this is 5, right? So we'll be able to get this distance, right? Is it or not? So this entire 9 minus 5 we can surely get this distance. So 9 minus 5 would give us 4. That means this bottom distance, this horizontal distance, what we see here would be 4. So now everything is fine for us. This vertical distance is 3. This horizontal distance is 4. Now we need to find this shortest distance. I mean this path. Okay. Shortest distance in this, the straight line distance. Okay. Point to point distance. Okay. So that means now we can clearly see a right angle triangle with sides 3, here 4, and this is what is the dotted line. Very simple. Now let's take this missing value to be C. And we have A value is 3 and B value is 4. Now what we need is the value of C only, because the distance what they're asking is what is the value of C. So that means let us now clearly use our Pythagoras theorem formula. C square is equal to A square plus B square. So that means C square is equal to A square. We have the value of A to be 3. So 3 square plus B square is 4. B is 4. So B square will be 4 square. So that means this will give us 3 square. We know 3 3s are 9 plus 4 square is 4 4s are 16. So that means C square is equal to 9 plus 16. 9 plus 16 would be 25. So now we ourselves can think, if C square is equal to 25, then what would be the value of C? Just think of which number if you multiply with itself, the value will be 25. 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16. Go for 5 5s are 5 5s are would be 25. So that means C value is no doubt it should be 5, because C is equal to 5 will only give us C square. I mean 5 square is equal to 25. So that means option C, 5 kilometer, is going to be the correct answer for this question, right? So we had so much things to be remembered here before attending this question. So we should be, one thing we should be clear with the directions, and the second thing is we should be clear with this formula. Okay, C square is equal to A square plus B square. It's not a very advanced formula. Those who are much strong in mathematics, if you are strongly remembering your school days mathematics, would definitely remember this formula, Pythagoras theorem formula, C square equal to A square plus B square, and that would help you to get the answer in a very easy way. and all the other things are going to be rest are going to be logic only. Just go for what distance we need and just subtract the unwanted. That will give you what we need. That's it. Okay. So this is how we proceed and get the answer. However, the answer for this question is 5, option C. Move on to the next question. Once again, we are getting a question from numbers and digits. Okay. Yeah. Question number 3. Question number 3, we have one writes all numbers from 50 to 99, but without the digits 2 and 7. So carefully remember, we are writing numbers. A person is writing numbers from 50 to 99. That is starting from 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 up to 97, 98, 99. The person is listing all the numbers, but numbers without the digits 2 and 7. So wherever or whichever number you find the digits 2 and 7, the person is leaving those numbers and he is going to write the remaining numbers. Then how many numbers have been written? This is the question. Not a very hard question at all. It is again very easy for us to get the answer, right? Let's see how can this be done. Very easy. By logic itself we can do. Start from 50. Okay. So let's do a thing. We'll write numbers which are all from 50s. So start from 50. Then we have 51. Then the next number we will have is 53. Yes, not 52, because see how the numbers are written. The person is writing the numbers which are without the digits 2 and 7. That is 51. Then 52 won't come because there's a 2. The digit 2 is there in 52. So that means we have to leave off that number 52. Okay, proceed. Next 54 we can have. 55 we can have. Next 56 we can have. So what next will come? We will have 57, but we should eliminate 57 because there's a digit 7 there. So that means 57 won't come there. Next we have 58. Next we have 59. So these are all the numbers we have in 50s. Okay, is it or not? Yeah. See here, 50, 51, 53. So how many numbers are there in 50s? There are 8 numbers here, correct? In 50s itself, there are 8 numbers. So remember that. Same way, next we will try with 60s. Okay, what happens? 60. Next we have 61. Then again the same thing comes. We will not have 62. We will jump to 63. Then we have 64, 65, 66. Let me write 66. Next 67 won't come because there's a 7 there. Next 68. Next 69. So once again here also we have same 8 numbers in this list also. So there are 8 numbers here. Fine. Yeah. Next we go for 70s, but unfortunately none of the numbers can be written here in 70s because all those numbers will have 70, 71, 72, 73. This is the form they will be present. Is it or not? And condition says the person is writing, the person is listing the numbers which are without 2 and 7. So in that case, in 70s we'll have the digit 7 in all the numbers. So that means we should reject 70s list. So directly going to 80s. Okay, because 70 to 79 none of the numbers will come, so rejected. So next we come to 80s. So 80s we have the same kind of 80, 81, then we'll have up to 89 we will have. So once again here also we will have 8 numbers because the last digits are going to be the same. Only the first digit will be 888. Here the first digits are all 5. Here first digits are all 6. Here first digits are all 8. The second digits in each of these columns are going to be same. You can easily realize that, right? Yeah, 89. So we got 8 numbers here. And same way in 90s also, start from 90, 91 and go on. Like up to 99 we can place these numbers, and once again here again we will be finding 8 numbers. So that means totally we can list how many numbers? 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. So 8 fours are we can do. Is it or not? 8 fours are is 32. That means there will be 32 numbers in the list, which is matching with option A, and that is our answer. So very easy. With the logic of digits, they are asking us to solve this question and get the answer. That's what we did now. I think you are able to understand this question also. Move on to the next question. Last one more question we have. Let's see what is there in this question. It's a Venn diagram question. Venn diagram, we are very much used to it. We have seen in our previous sessions, we have seen many questions from this Venn diagram. So here we have a Venn diagram question. Question number 4. Given below is a Venn diagram where A, B, C, we have 3 sets. You can see A, B, C, 3 sets here. And let's see each of them represent what. Okay. See here it is, here itself it is given. The circle A represents the class of all Indians. Okay. So A means it is Indians. And what about B? B represents the class of, here we have, B represents the class of scientists. We can see here scientists. So B means, we'll just write it here, scientists. Okay. And C represents the class of politicians. So C means politicians. So just we are writing it here so as to understand. And there are some regions also, P, Q, R, S, everything is written here. And they're asking us to get what is the code containing the region that indicates a class of Indian scientists. See here, we have Indians here, we have scientists here. Indian scientists, but who are not politicians. So we need to select the region where we have Indian scientists and not politicians. So we have Indians and scientists intersecting at this position, this region. Is it or not? Yeah, this region where I'm shading it. You can see it here clearly. We have Indian scientists here only. Okay, let me write it clearly. Indian scientists. So we have Q and S under that, but who are not politicians. So that means in this case, Q must be rejected. So that means we will have only S. So only S will correspond to Indian scientists who are not politicians. So S, only S or S only is available in option B, and option B is going to be our answer. Once again, a reasoning question with a very easy logic it is. Once we know the idea of Venn diagrams, we can easily solve these kind of questions. That's nothing to do with any kind of calculation. No arithmetic operations here need to be performed. Just a logic, just a concentrated observation will help you to get the answer in an easy way, right? Yes, we have completed 4 questions, all the 4 questions here. We just had 4 questions and each of them were from different varieties. I hope you enjoyed these questions. And also, any doubts you have, sure you can post it in the comments. And once again, in the next session, we will come out with other set of questions. See you soon there. Thank you so much. Bye.